Warning, this podcast contains strong language, terrible life choices, and the kind of jokes that could get us excommunicated from a PTA meeting. If you're easily offended, consider this your cue to go ahead and ghost us. Otherwise, grab a drink, lower your standards, and enjoy the show.
So I have one last question before I let you guys go back to your friend's day. What's your favorite podcast? That stupid dating show. You heard it here.
I mean, sorry, I kind of forgot what you asked me. I get a little passionate and then I kind of zone out.
Welcome back to That Stupid Dating Show. My name's Rain.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are back here with a guest tonight. Her name is Mika.
Hello.
We didn't bring him. I jumped the gun there a little bit, I guess.
You really did. You were just like, we're here.
Yeah, we're back. Before we bring you back, Mika, hold. So we went out Sunday.
Yes, we did.
I couldn't wait to talk about it.
That was a good time.
We had the best time ever. We literally had the best time.
You could do all kinds of tricks. Flips and
I'm surprised I did not hurt anywhere the next day.
Yeah.
I jumped over that FedEx box.
Can knock a knocker pretty well.
I lost my... Yeah. Oof. That was fun. I got kicked out of a bar.
He did get us kicked out, yeah.
They put a knocker, like it was an old door as the table. Okay. It's in Noda. I don't know if you go to Noda, but there's like an old school, like round metal door knocker. And we were sitting there and I knocked it and everybody in the bar like looked at us.
The whole bar.
And then they had originally, like, we were sitting at a table that was kind of like a two-top, but they were pushed together, or whatever you call it. And they told us to scoot down just in case other people wanted to sit at the other side of the table.
Like anybody else is going to sit there with us.
And the place was basically empty except for the bar. There was like one seat at the bar. And so after he told us that, Jeff was a little bent about it.
But we had a bad vibe when we walked in there.
Yeah,
Let's
we did.
Say that right.
I wish I could remember the name of the place.
I can't remember. When we first walked in, you're missing the part where we walked up to the bar.
Well,
and
you
he was
tell the
like,
story.
I don't have room at the bar. And we were like, well, we could just stand here. And he was like, there's only one seat there. There's not three seats. So then we went and sat at the table. And then it was a six-top, tall six-top. And we were sitting in the middle because who else is going to sit with some random people? So then they came up and asked us to move down. So we moved down and we were all a little irritated at this point. Well, then Rain gets really irritated and moves back to the center because he decided to... I
wasn't really irritated. I just wanted to move back.
So he moved back to the center in front
of
the
knocker.
That was our table. That's when he discovered the knocker. So then he did the knocker, silenced the entire bar.
Yeah, it was wild. And it was funny because the whole bar looked in our direction and there's literally a big glass window behind us. And I was like...
Why is the knocker there?
I don't know.
I think they think it's like fashionable because their door is a big wooden door with knockers on it.
How dare I?
So right.
I can't be the only one.
So the bartender walks up and he goes, "What's your problem, man?" And Rain's like, "Why is there a knocker here?" And what else did he say? He was like, "You're acting like a child."
Did he? I don't remember what he said.
Yeah, he was like, "You're acting like a child." And Rain was like, well, then just kick me out then. And the guy's like, "I wish I could." And then Rain's like, "Why don't you just kick us out then?"
I was like, "Do it."
And so then he was like, "Fine."
He grabbed my glass.
And he was like, "I'm not paying for this beer." And then Rain's like, "I'm chugging it." And went to chug it and the guy grabbed it. So they're like in a fishing tournament for this beer.
Yeah, I took the water glass. I was like, I'm taking this one.
And then he dumped it out in the plant and he didn't even keep it for a souvenir.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get, in trouble for stealing or anything.
Yeah, true.
I gave it back. Yeah. And I knocked the knocker one more time right before he went out.
You did. You did knock the knocker
as
again.
hard as I could. I bet they took that knocker off.
It was just a very...
I would.
It was a very different demeanor in that bar than it was in every other bar we had.
I feel like everybody in that bar had a bad day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like everybody in that bar had a bad day.
Well, remember the one guy, I thought he left his purse behind.
I don't
remember. There was the chair at the bar. Then there was a bag hanging from it. And the guys were standing outside. And I was like, oh, I think that guy left his purse behind. And then I guess they were just smoking a cigarette. And they came back. And it's the same guy that when we were leaving that said, "Quit being an asshole."
Oh, I was like, you're an asshole.
Like, grab your purse and shut up.
That's funny.
So things got interesting, but that's how our day ended.
But yeah. Anyways, let's bring our guest back in a second time.
Okay, well, we met Mika. Mika, yes. On Sunday at the Live at Bearded Buffalo in Belmont. She's our bartender.
Yes.
She was.
So that's how we met Mika, and she had an interesting story about being ghosted.
Yeah.
So
You guys caught me really off guard with that one.
Well, let's start with tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, how long you've been doing it. Tell us about what's your dating status, your whatever you call it. Give us the rundown.
So I'm 31. I'm a bartender here in Belmont, and I've done that for about 10 years now. I've been single for about 4.
You've been a bartender for 10 years.
10 years since
Wow.
I was 21.
Is that the only thing you do? Like, you just bartend? You don't do any other...
I did some wedding photography for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then I went on the mom path, so that takes a lot of my time.
So you have
these days.
a kid?
I do. 4-year-old.
A boy or girl?
Boy.
4 years old. How's that?
Yes.
How do you maintain that?
A lot of juggling. I've
You a
learned
good juggler?
a lot of patience. Yeah.
That's good.
So.
yeah, boys will make you be patient for sure. I have a boy.
I feel like my mom's got a lot of patience. Oh, by the way, hey mom.
Hey mom.
That's funny. I didn't mean.
Mom's on every episode.
So tell us about your dating life. Like, give us your dating life, like, in one sentence. How would you describe it?
God. In one sentence, that's so compact. Just.
Hold that mic a little closer.
It's a little.
There you go.
Little like a madhouse.
So, when's the last time you went on a date? Like, are you currently dating? Has it been a while since?
I've had plenty of people try to date me.
Yeah.
I
bet you get a lot of people. You get a lot of guys trying to hit on you at the bar and ask you out.
I don't take that sort of thing seriously.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Yeah, no.
That's why I was like, I never hit on bartenders because it's
it's so common for them anymore.
Yeah,
it's
just
not.
Like,
whatever.
It's pointless.
It's hard to weed through. I mean, could you be serious?
Right.
More than likely, you're probably bullshitting. That is actually how I got ghosted. In fact, I took a chance on it. I was like, maybe. He's an out-of-towner. Maybe it could work out. He's supposed to be moving to the area. We went out for about 8 weeks, and all of a sudden, nothing, gone. I have a theory he was married from another state.
So tell us how that all started. So this guy from out of town, like, did you meet him at the bar?
I did meet him in the bar.
He was one of your customers?
Yes. So one of my regulars brought him in from a bar up the street. Mm-hmm. And then we all get to chatting. And, we kind of hit it off from there. It was around Valentine's Day, and I did make a joke. Ha, 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 you want to go out Friday? Not realizing Friday.
You asked him out?
I did.
Wow.
I did. I do that a lot.
My next question was, like, how did he win you over? But I guess he didn't have to.
He still had to win her over for her to ask him
but
out.
okay, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I thought he asked you. But anyways, like, so you asked him.
Yeah, I do that a lot, actually.
Oh, wow.
They do not like that. Come to find out.
Because they don't like confidence anyways.
Yeah, a lot of men find it intimidating.
Yep, they do.
I can't see that to me being intimidating. Like, I don't see how that's intimidating.
A girl is either intimidating or desperate if they ask a guy out. Every time.
Well.
Just saying.
It seems that men cannot fathom that women genuinely would like someone and take interest in them and want to go out with him. It must be.
That's interesting. I just can't see why. Like, I feel like a guy would be flattered,
You would think. One would think.
so.
I would be. You know, like, I mean, I just don't get. Maybe I just have a lot more confidence. I don't know.
Maybe, or it's just because of. I mean, also, you're on the podcast. You meet all kinds of women. You've heard a lot of different stories and everything. So you also have a different view on things than your average guy hanging out at a bar.
I'm going to be a therapist
No.
and dating coach before.
There's going to be some fucked up people in this world. Ahem.
Wow. Anyways, back to Mika. So you get this out of towner. You asked him out, and then what? Like, did you actually go on a date? Like,
I did.
So what'd you guys do?
We went up to Rose's Honky Tonk in Charlotte.
You know about that one?
Do you think?
I would assume.
That's the one I go to.
Oh.
They were just on the news. People are pickpocketing.
Oh, the Rose. She called it
The
Roses.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
Rose.
sorry, I'm not formal. I don't
doesn't-
Charlotte often.
I thought you were talking about the
I knew exactly what she was talking about.
Like the clothing store Roses.
Yes, they went and shopping at Rose's. For sure.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a wonderful time up there. There was a second date. And then, of course, things got intimate. A very attractive man. No worries, goes out of town because that was the whole deal. He worked an out-of-town job. He's a lineman.
Okay.
So maybe I'm naive. I've come to the point to realize I'm probably the problem here.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I feel very gullible at this point.
Like,
what do you mean by that? Like, you just, somebody goes on that second date and you're like, they're definitely, or you just don't read signs
are
right?
you just like dying to be in a relationship and settle down with somebody that you just kind of take whatever you get?
No, I've been single, again, very long time. It had been 3.5 years at this point, and he just said all the right things. Like, it seemed like he knew exactly what to say and asked the right questions. I felt quite swindled, if you will.
So he
turned on the charm and she fell for it.
So how do you start dating a guy that? How long was he there? Like, how long was he in town?
8 weeks.
8 weeks. Did you know he was only going to be there 8 weeks?
No.
So
what I was told that he was moving into town.
Okay.
From
after that, like, did you know at all that he was going to be leaving in 8 weeks?
No, he was supposed to be actively looking for a place here.
Okay. So he was talking about moving here.
Yeah.
So you kind of dated him for 8 weeks.
Yes.
And then he goes out of town. Like, did he just up and leave? Like,
yes. So he has.
Is this the ghosting story?
Yeah.
Yes. He
Oh,
gives this long paragraph of how he can't see us not being in a relationship. I swear to God, these are his words. And we did take.
You still have the text?
Oh yeah.
You want
sure.
You want to read it?
I mean, I can. It would take me a bit to find it, but it's in the screenshots.
Don't worry
for
about it.
sure. I keep all of those.
Most women do.
Yeah. But gave me the whole spiel about can't wait to, start this whole thing with me once he's fully here and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. I've had a busy day. Is it okay if I call you when I get off work? And the last thing that I received was, sure thing, baby girl. I do my shift. I get off work. I call. Nothing. And to this day.
Wow. How long has that been? Like, how long ago?
It's been a couple months now.
Wow.
So just recently.
So was this the guy that you talked about you made Facebook official?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And he just, like, wow.
So from the time span that you met him to the time span of the ghosting, how much time was in there? Like, y'all went on, 4 dates and how many weeks? The full 8?
We went on, like, a little mini vacay to Myrtle Beach, like penthouse suite, like
But like,
flower
make good money.
bouquets,
I mean,
roses,
Lyman made good money.
rose petals on the bed.
Okay,
Like
we
Please.
overdid it. He's only in town for 8 weeks, girl.
ran me a bath.
When they throw
with
that
the champagne.
shit, no,
I don't know. I was like I said,
you
I
fell
was
for
wooed.
all of it
I was really
I mean,
gullible
he
with
did
it.
all that.
in too fast.
Yeah, true.
Way too fast a time.
That's
When
that's
they
a lot,
jump
yeah.
in head first like that, girl, you were his Belmont sweetheart. That's what you
I know.
were when he was here. He wined and dined you, and like you said earlier, someone else 69'd you.
It's very true.
I mean,
very true.
you definitely. I mean, I get it. I get getting wrapped up.
Stephanie said maybe he's dead.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean,
Maybe he got electrocuted. He
I
just
don't
never
think
got.
he's dead. I think I called the phone like 2 weeks later because if he was dead, certainly it wouldn't be charged, right? So
Ah,
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean,
his
if he got
wife wants to
electrocuted,
hear-
it got an extra charge.
Maybe his wife wants to hear his voicemail message over and
no,
over.
I'm pretty sure I found like his at least ex-wife's, maybe his current.
Did you?
wife's
So you were
address.
Facebook official. So you had his Facebook. So like, did he block you?
Oh my God, no! I was an idiot. Like
So
he never had a Facebook. I was in a relationship.
oh,
And then everybody thought I was
Oh.
lying and all this and whatever. And
so you never actually had his actual Facebook if he has one.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. I only managed to find him on LinkedIn.
Did that,
The
like
fuck, guys? This is like going to Venmo to find information.
Oh, shit.
People do that.
Venmo?
Venmo.
I told you it was funny, guys. You know what I mean?
So
I'm just
okay.
like,
Shit
this is a
happens.
very, very short span of time for a Myrtle Beach romance trip and
I don't
Facebook
know. He
official
had
and-
just, I don't know, had everything on my personal checklist, checked off.
Do you think he gave you a fake name?
Ooh.
I don't think so. I've searched a lot of like property records and stuff. I think
Really?
I found his parents' address.
Rain's mom said when they start out too smooth, just slide away.
Right.
That's a good one.
I mean,
That's a good one, Mom.
noted. You live and you learn. I
Yeah.
definitely
So
learned
so
here.
from there, like he ghosted you. You haven't heard from him. So that's just it.
Yeah, but that's just that.
Wow.
That's why it's called.
Did you
ghosting.
Did you have like pretty legit feelings? You think for this guy, or do you think?
I was starting to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It did sting my feelings quite a bit.
How long did it take you to get over it?
I don't know, like a couple weeks.
A couple weeks.
Well, it was only, she wasn't deeply madly in love. He just did all the right things.
I mean,
It's not like she built this super deep emotional connection to
met
be
his
clung
mom
on for
or
a while.
anything.
Like, he was only in town for 8 weeks.
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're only proving my point. A couple weeks is a long time to get over a 8-week.
Well, she did get wrapped up
Anyways,
into it.
so what about the noodle
It
lips?
was more of the I couldn't wrap my head around like why you would say some of the things that you did. Like there's plenty of places to just like grab some ass.
Because you did every single thing he wanted, and he liked it.
What I didn't really do too much. I don't.
Well, you were
feel.
gullible enough
Yeah.
to.
I guess. I mean, maybe you're right.
It didn't
It
take
happens.
much for you to
You
bat
know,
them
it
eyes
happens.
for him. Okay, so you did tell us a story about
Noodle lips.
Oh my God, noodle lips.
Yeah, let's hear about noodle lips.
Oh, it's just the worst kiss I think I've ever had.
So where did you meet him?
I met him again at the bar.
At the bar.
Did you ask him out?
No.
Oh.
He asked me out on that one, and I initially didn't really want to go, but he is a very nice gentleman. So I was like,
Was he older than you? Younger?
no, I think we're about the same age. I think there's a couple years maybe difference. But yeah, we went out to dinner, had a pretty nice dinner. Nice, quiet. There wasn't too much conversation.
Where'd you go to dinner?
Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it.
Like Bojangles or something?
J. Peters.
What's that?
Or JR Cash, and it's now called in Mount Holly.
That was my first date.
With Jeff?
Yeah.
I thought you went to.
JR Cash, that's why I reached out to
I'm
you.
not saying it's a bad
I thought
place.
you said somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very nice. Dinner was nice. But, after all that, he just went in for a kiss, and I leaned in, and it was weak. It was...
There's no oomph behind it.
Yeah.
It's
like if you
Like
heard
he
the
didn't
term
even-
stiffen up your... What is it? Bottom lip? Stiffen up your upper lip? Either one. He needed to stiffen up both of them.
It
was just like...
He didn't even move his lips. He just pressed them against yours. Just pressed his face against your face.
Yeah.
So a bad kisser is just like
Noodle
you're not
lips.
gonna work with it. You're just gonna
Oh, absolutely
you're not gonna make him
not.
better.
I
You're
am
like,
not
I'm not here to
14
train
anymore.
these bitches.
No. I trained enough at 14.
God.
So-
I'm 31. I'm not training you how to kiss.
So what was your okay? What did you tell him where you said it wasn't gonna work out? I remember, but I need you to say it like out loud.
I gave the
Mike.
excuse that he had mentioned he was lactose intolerant and that
Oh,
I
yeah.
simply just could not do it because I will not be making 2 home cooked meals. And I'm a cheese guy.
You
know?
really said that to him? Like you
In
text
text message.
you text that to
Why
him?
didn't you just be like, dude, you stop
he
kissing.
reply?
I need you to fix that.
I don't think initially. I've seen him around since then.
He didn't reply to that text?
I don't remember. It's been a while, but I've seen him since then. We give a little cordial
Okay.
wave.
All right.
So do women? Okay, my question: do women feel like they're mean? Just being honest, like I'm sorry,
Sometimes,
sir,
yeah.
but you can't kiss worth a damn, and I'm just not here to train you for it.
Yeah, I mean, I did not want to hurt the guy's pride so bad.
I don't care about.
I mean, that's nice of you.
It is. I'm an asshole.
Like
I'd
we
have
are
said
in
it.
our 30s.
I'd have been like, sir,
You
we kissed.
should've-
There was nothing.
Somebody should have told him a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think they're like you, though. They don't want to hurt his feelings. Someone's got to hurt the man's ego, or he's never going to find anybody because
Yeah.
he kisses with noodles.
Well, if he hears this, he's gonna know.
Sir.
Now this is
Sir?
where he finds out I'm a shitty kisser.
Yeah, well, glad we could help you figure that one out.
Nice guy, very nice guy.
Oh, he can be
He
a
had
nice
everything
guy,
else.
But you told him that you weren't going to. I mean, we could have come up with something better than I'm not cooking 2 home-cooked
Just
meals.
wasn't- it just
I mean,
wasn't
I
important.
just he was probably just
Oh, he knew immediately.
blown away at that.
No, he
Like,
was
what?
like, no, he didn't even say that. He was like, what's a bullshit? Because
Well, I mean, it
anybody would have
was.
read through that. Yeah. Anybody would have read through that. Like, come on. Really?
Well,
I love cheese.
I wouldn't reach back out because I don't know. Anyways,
Well, at least
I don't
you're
know
still
what the hell I was
cordial,
gonna say.
though, and you still say hi and stuff like that.
I mean, how could you not? Like if
Yeah.
you see him like you
It's
got to
just-
say you got to wave or something.
It is what it is. We went
Yeah.
out once. It did not work out. It is what it is. We're not compatible.
So, if you had to say what your type was, okay, let's go with physical type first. Physically, in your head, what are you picturing your man to be like?
Probably dad bod.
Dad bod. Okay.
Like a-
Height.
You know,
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3", so it's not too hard of a stretch to be taller than me.
Okay.
Like, at least taller than me.
Okay.
Which is
Well, rain's out.
I'm 5'4" on my license.
Your license is wrong. Okay.
I'm actually
we've got
4'9".
Height, you're looking dad bod, hair color, don't care, tattoos.
I think in your 30s nobody's gonna care about
I
hair color.
enjoy tattoos, but no, not necessarily.
What's like your biggest like turn on? Like the one thing you're like, oh yeah, I want that guy.
That's what I'm telling
And
you. I don't know.
Nothing.
Okay, what's
All
the
right,
biggest
well,
turn off
Yeah, what's a
physically?
Oh my God, bad hygiene.
hold that mic? Yeah, there you go.
Bad hygiene.
You put that in your little thing. So yeah, like
Yes.
you must have had a stinky guy
Stinky
before.
breath. No, I've never experienced that, but I know from being a bartender and having people order
Yeah.
like right here in this region that I'm like, Lord help them.
Please get out of my face. Thank you.
I can imagine.
Okay, if you had to have your ideal first date.
Ideal first date.
Like, it's
I'm
an
so down for so many things. Like it's
Isn't
hard
it like
to,
an activity? Do you like to see a little bit of a competitive side? Do you just want to go to sit at a restaurant?
I like to go do an activity more so, I would say, than a restaurant.
Yeah. I feel like you get to know somebody better when you have that interaction versus just here's a table, sit there, talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, similar to right now, it's hard to talk when you're on the spot. Just sitting here.
Yeah,
So-
well.
Your last longest relationship. What did we say about that earlier? Did we?
I don't think we covered her longest.
Was it your last longest relationship? How long was that?
That was about 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
And how old were you when you met him?
21.
And so I guess you were 26 when you. So just tell us about it.
Words.
So that is with the father of my son, and yeah, he just didn't quite pan out as a father.
You said earlier
Still
that
hasn't to this day.
you said earlier that you've been proposed to twice, but never married.
Yes.
Was he one of the ones that proposed to you?
Yes.
Why didn't you ever get married?
He had several times. So again, that was a drug issue. That ultimately ended our relationship. And
What kind of
it
drugs?
just- Methamphetamines.
That's a good one.
So yeah, that's not one we really want to play with. I mean, smoking a little weed, doing some shroomies here and there is one thing.
You ever smoked meth?
No,
You ever?
I've never had the urge
No, me neither.
personally. I don't think I've ever been in the same room with it for it to be offered to me.
Yeah, me neither. Thankfully, I've
so-
never ended up in a room with heroin or meth.
Meth.
It was one of
Heroin,
those
me
that-
neither.
And we had also, in our 5-year relationship, had a talk about. I grew up with both of my parents being really bad drug addicts. It was very clear this was something that I was not going to tolerate. So, if he chose to do that route, I'm not going to stand by and
Well,
tolerate.
now you have a kid involved too. So
Oh, yeah.
It's like that changes everything.
So, I mean, once my son was 8 months old and I felt like I was in a good enough spot to leave, because I was a stay-at-home mom for a
Okay.
little bit. So, it took me a while to, get back on my feet from depending on him. And I've just been going through the motions ever since.
So tell us about your growing up. You said your parents were pretty bad drug addicts. What was your growing up
my
life?
upbringing.
Yeah. Mike.
It's sort of all over the place. Here, there, aunts, uncles.
Are you
my
from this area?
grandparents. I'm from in between Dallas and Greenville, South Carolina.
It's a pretty widespread.
Yeah. My dad's family lived in Dallas. My mom's family lived in Greenville.
Okay.
There was a lot of back and forth for a little bit, and then I finally lived with my great grandma, actually, who raised me.
Okay.
So you went back and forth between your parents and then ended up living with your great grandma.
Yeah.
How old were you when you moved in with her?
I was probably about 5.
Wow.
Yep. She was 60 when I was born, so she's about 65 at that point. I grew up very fast.
Sounds like you didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, no, I didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah.
Do you have any relationship with either of your parents now?
My mom passed away when I was 18. I do not talk to my father. He is somewhere in Florida. And I think he's also doing the methamphetamines. I mean, talk about generational curses.
Yeah.
But
Sorry to hear that.
Just never fixed.
So you lived with your grandmother. How old were you when you moved out?
I moved out at 16. Moved in with my boyfriend and his grandma.
Wow. What made you do that? You were in love and like,
I
I'm
don't know,
going to get out of here. Did you like living with your grandma?
I did, but there was also a lot of other people in my house. So I wanted to kind of move on and do my own thing. My grandma sort of ran an orphanage, if you will.
I got you. Like other family members or like other random kids?
Not just other family members.
Okay.
You know.
So there was just too many people there.
Yeah, I got to the point where I was old enough I could get a job. And my boyfriend dropped out of high school. He got a job. I ended up graduating and working at Subway. His grandma, Love, Mama Jane, she used to take me to work. Also,
Was her first name Mary?
Mama.
Oh.
Mama Jane.
He was just hoping it was Mary.
Oh, no. Just Jane.
All right. So you move in with your boyfriend at, what'd you say, 16?
Yep.
God, my. So you live with him and his grandma. How long did you guys live there?
About a year and a half. Yeah, until I found another set of boobies on its phone.
Oh.
That's
You found another
not mine.
another set of boobies on his phone.
Yeah, those are not my boobies.
Damn.
Well,
So I remember you saying something at the bar whenever, what are you looking for? Somebody that's not gonna cheat on you with your friends. Was this a friend of yours, boobies?
This was not.
You didn't know those boobies?
No. This was not.
So what did you just leave them right there? Like, where'd you go after that?
Yeah. I mean, I basically left him right there. Yeah.
but you were
At
living
the house
with,
party.
So where?
I went back and got my stuff within the next couple days.
You
I went
what?
back to my grandma's house.
Oh, okay, you went back to your grandma's house.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
And then after that, how long between was, like, did you have people in between your son's father or?
Oh yeah, there were a couple. I think 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you've experienced a lot in your life. That's
Oh yeah.
some heavy stuff to have
Wild
to
out
deal
here.
with.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Describe that.
Yeah.
I just keep trying, you know. Just hoping for the one to give enough fucks,
What?
if you will.
Like, what do you mean? Like, so, like, what do you want, like, with your life? Do you want to, like, meet a guy, settle down, buy a house, and
Yes.
and have a big pasture full of cows, or
Very
like,
much so.
what's your life goals? Like, what do you?
I think that is one of my problems. I feel like I was raised to, like, that was my goal. Like, I was raised very much so old-fashioned feminine. I learned how to sew and to cook and to,
From your grandma?
yeah, and to, like, raise chickens, like, wring a chicken's neck, skin
So
it,
you were
cook it.
basically raised by the prior generation to the generation that should have actually raised you.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped.
I never thought about it like that.
Actually, it's the prior generation of that because she said it was her great grandma.
All right. Wow.
So it's,
Yeah. So, I mean, like, to think that I am 31 and not married with, like, 3 kids running around is insane to me.
Do you want more kids?
Not at this time. I do not. I had quite an experience the first time, so I don't know. If I meet the right person.
I was gonna say,
we'll
I
see.
feel like it would take somebody super special to change your mind on that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'm coming in on the threshold. I'm 31.
Yeah.
Like, my son, I'll already be 44 when he graduates. I am trying to have a little bit of a life.
I'll be
afterwards.
39 when mine graduates. 39.
I just don't want to be 40.
Well, that's
coming up.
inevitable. So you told us that you had a situation that you were stood up on a date also. You said you've been stood up and ghosted. So what happened with the stand-up?
Again, another time where I asked a guy out, and he agreed to go out. This was planned weeks in advance. I asked him to the Cleveland County Fair. And it was day of. I had to work that morning. I was supposed to meet him that evening around 6:37. So I get off work and I'm changing, really quick to like get cute out of my work clothes to drive, from here down to Shelby. Takes a little bit to get there. Park, walk down. And I promise I've done all this, get to parking. And he texts me and told me that there was a hurricane coming in.
What?
There was a hurricane coming in. I cannot make this shit up, y'all.
Was there actually like a hurricane like on the coast or something?
I do think there was like a hurricane advisory coming in. Whatever. It was supposed to fucking rain a lot.
Oh
and he told me
God.
there was a hurricane and that he could not come meet me because he had to make sure, listen to me, that his chickens were okay.
Stop it.
I mean, the man needs his eggs.
I mean, he had time to plan.
So I drove all the way to Shelby looking cute to go to the fair. How romantic. The Cleveland County Fair. Redneck romantic. Romantic
yeah,
nonetheless.
but like it's a little fair. It's a cute little, you can play games and whatever. It's a cute little first date that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
We'll get him next time.
He wasn't worth it
We'll
anyways.
get him next time. Let's go to the
What?
Carolina State Fair.
At least he told you, and you weren't just like standing around the fair or waiting to see if he would show his face or anything.
That's
He
amazing.
could've
I'll be right
definitely
back.
told me
Do you guys
before.
need anything?
No. Well, he could have told you way before the day before, 100%. But I think that's the problem too. Also, planning the dates. I think it's better just to be spontaneous with them. You know what I mean? Like talk for a little bit, and then it's like, you know what? I don't have anything going on tonight. You want to meet for dinner?
Yeah. Well, I love a good spontaneous move, too.
Yeah.
Or, like, meet here for a drink. Oh, what's going on down there? What are all those lights?
Yep.
Let's go check it out.
Yep. Yeah. Don't be cheesy with it. Just make it happen. Sometimes when people think about it harder, the more they think about it, the worse it is.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So, in all of this, what would you say, not your red flag towards men, but what would you say your red flag would be? Like me, I'll stand up for myself in 2 seconds. I will stand up for a friend in 2 seconds. I will be loudmouth, tell you how it is.
I mean, that's certainly a red flag for me, if you will. I'm not a quiet woman.
Okay. So
I hate out loud.
yeah.
I'm disgruntled out loud.
Yeah, my face has subtitles.
Yeah,
So
very much so.
it
And
is.
I've been told I'm pessimistic for this reason. I just like to think that I'm very honest,
Yeah.
very passionate in every emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I've been told, I have bitchy comments following things, and I'm like, well, don't make me be a bitch, and you won't get bitchy comments. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I think it's the way you look.
Probably.
I mean,
We just talked about that. My face has subtitles. It is what it is.
like I
Because
was,
you're tall too. If you weren't so tall, you wouldn't look like such a good person.
So because I'm 5'8", I'm a bitch. What does that have to do with
but
anything?
it's also like when you
Because
tell a guy.
I'm 5'3".
So I intimidate you.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I was watching the video, like we were walking down the sidewalk in Noda.
Yeah.
And you were walking behind me. I was walking in front of you. I am so short.
You are.
I am like, I looked like your child.
You're like 5 inches
just running
short.
in front of you.
The next live, you should just run and jump into my arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
That was a moment.
Yeah. Sorry, Mika.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Wow.
To be honest.
She
Well-
finally had a whole train of
we
thought.
lost.
Yeah, she was.
She was going for it, and you just interrupted it.
Sorry.
It happens.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so we're gonna play this game that I saw. It is. I'm gonna read off different because you said you're not on dating apps, right?
I am not.
Were you ever on dating apps?
I made a Facebook dating profile for 2 days for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Didn't get anything in 2 days?
Oh, I got some stuff.
Like,
Not anything worth grabbing
Nothing.
onto.
It was a little scary, to be honest with you.
wasn't worth pulling your line in, huh?
Yeah, no. Bunch of brim.
So
That was pretty good.
since
That was
we
pretty. I
don't
like
have
that.
Oh, yeah.
dating profile, like real ones for you to read off, I'm going to read off some that I found. And you're going to tell me if it's a hard pass or a go. So, green flag, red flag. All right, so you got Josh. He's 32. He works in HVAC, loves cooking breakfast on the weekends, and trying to get better at texting back. Looking for someone who laughs at bad jokes and appreciates sarcasm. Bonus if you like a 90s R&B.
No.
No. What was the no?
Why?
90s R&B. And, oh my God. Let me say it again.
HVAC, cooking breakfast on the weekends, getting better at texting back.
Getting better at texting back.
That's my red
Fuck
flag.
off.
That's a red. What? That's a
Yeah.
red
and
flag.
and trying to get better at texting back.
What if he just doesn't like
You're
texting?
immediately just giving yourself an excuse.
How about this? Do you like talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Like, if you have a boyfriend, do you want to talk on the phone with? Like, would you call him a lot? Would you want him to call you a lot, or would it be mostly texting? You think?
I'm a caller, dude.
I hate talking on the phone. Like,
I was
when
gonna
my
say-
like,
when my
short
phone
things.
rings, I want to throw it through a wall.
The amount of times that me and Jeff have called each other is probably less than 20.
So you guys are more texters.
We text
than,
all day long. We're at work. So, like, I mean, and I don't get all up in arms when he doesn't reply right away or it takes him a few hours. And same for him. Like, it's called we're at work and then, or we're together. I mean, that's just is what it is. But we don't really talk on the phone.
like, even if like you're not working and you're at your own houses.
Texting.
Yeah. So you'd rather call your boyfriend, like in that scenario, like if you're both off work.
Not like to have like a conversation. But like
Why would you call him?
if it was going to be like a random dry meetup, like, hey, maybe we should get dinner after work.
Oh, so
And
you're
then
saying
I'm
like a
just
quick
like-
phone call?
Hey.
She would rather see him in person.
Like, I was thinking that maybe we should just go to blah, blah, blah for dinner.
But we're okay. Yeah,
I'm close.
I got you.
I don't know.
Okay. So, Marcus, 35. Just a guy who flosses, pays his bills on time, and keeps his fridge clean. Looking for someone real, but okay with awkward first dates, too.
Had to make sure he said he flosses and he keeps his fridge clean.
I have a red flag in there.
I can't wait.
I mean, he's probably a serial killer, but I'm going to try it.
You're going to try
I'm gonna
it?
give it a go.
You know
Yeah.
what turned me
Can
off?
you read it again one more time?
Okay. Just a guy who flosses, pays his bills on time, and keeps his fridge clean. Looking for someone real, but okay with awkward first dates.
What's the
Can you
red?
pick out my red flag?
Sorry.
Awkward with first dates.
No. Pays his bills on time.
Why is
the
that-
fuck is that in a dating profile? Who cares?
I mean, some women. I'm sorry.
That's like putting your credit score on your.
Well, I was
fucking
gonna say
profile.
some women like they want to know that you're financially,
Yeah, that comes up in conversation, not the bio of the dating app.
Yeah, I guess you're
Like
right.
in a conversation in which, okay, you've gone on the date, you might feel a little bit of connection, and then maybe the next date you get in a little, like, I don't care, but maybe that's just me. Like, that's none of my business.
Would it really be a would that turn you off?
I don't like that he put it in his dating profile at all.
What do you think, Mika?
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people like to get straight to the point nowadays.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Put your credit score in there. Put your dick size.
Yeah.
Just put it all on the table.
Oh, they'll send you their dick size eventually.
Oh, you know they will.
Dan, 33. I like
Dan.
camping, breweries, and falling asleep to true crime documentaries. I won't make you hike if you don't want to. Let's trade playlists and not ghost each other.
I'd swipe right.
Is right good?
I think. I
Yeah,
don't
right is yes, left is no.
I would swipe right also.
know. Right is white. Or
Right is white.
Right is right.
Is white.
Right is right.
I don't really see anything that wouldn't make me swipe right in that bio.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed like a pretty
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to hike, but I'm going to go on hikes, by the way. Like, this is what I like to do.
I definitely don't want to hike.
know.
Do you like hiking?
Sometimes.
Okay.
do.
Like you go like once a month or,
Yeah, I'll go like once a month, twice a month.
It's good bonding time when you have
more
a
than I
partner.
hike.
All right. Luke 30. Used to think I
Combs?
wasn't the relationship type. Turns out I just didn't meet the right person. Not here for games, still learning how to talk about feelings, though.
That first line
Left.
No.
was like, yeah, nope.
Yep. Done. Like, cannot. That's good. All right. The
That's
next
funny.
page. We all had the same one on that one. Ethan is 34. Software engineer who's weirdly passionate about cheese boards.
Cheese.
Cheese boards. I make a mean carbonara, and I've never ghosted anyone. Scout's honor.
What's a cat? Oh, Jesus.
Red flag.
What's
the second Scout's honor was put in there.
Oh.
Done. Left.
What's a carbonara?
Carbonara?
Yeah,
Isn't
what's-
it like a pasta or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Read his again. That was intense.
Software engineer who's weirdly passionate about cheese boards.
First
I
red
make
flag.
a mean carbonara, and I've never ghosted anyone. Scout's honor.
No.
Scout.
I wish they had
Scout.
pictures
I
to
don't know.
these.
I don't know how
If
do
you
it.
said Scouts honor, you're lying like
Yeah,
hell.
lying motherfucker. When you say Scout's honor is such a lie. Like, not even. Never ghosted anyone, I swear. Fingers crossed,
Oh my
toes
God.
crossed. Can he cross his legs? Darren, 36.
Accidentally left my zipper down.
Well, divorced dad of 2. New to dating apps. Not sure what I'm doing here, but I believe in second chances and deep conversations. Coffee with a question mark.
Why did you say I believe in second chances?
So I don't understand why he started out with divorced dad of 2.
I mean, he's just saying he's divorced.
I mean, I didn't.
Both of you like pulled your head back when I said that. Like,
I
what's
mean-
like?
I'm divorced, and that wasn't in my dating profiles. Like, I didn't immediately like
I mean,
divorced.
he's being upfront. I'm a divorced dad too. I'm
Yeah.
on his side. What was the rest of it?
Some things you find out in conversation, though. New to dating apps, not sure what I'm doing here, but I believe in second chances and deep conversations.
The second
Coffee
chances
with a
thing is
question
what's
mark.
weird to me.
I wonder if it's because of divorce. Because he starts it out with divorce, and he's like, I believe in second chances. So he has a second chance of finding love.
Probably gave his ex-wife like 1,800 chances.
Yeah.
New to dating apps is a good sign.
Yeah, new to dating apps, if he's telling the truth, yes. Yes. Okay, Chris is 31, fluent in sarcasm, emotionally available, and surprisingly good at karaoke. Let's skip the small talk and get real. What's your biggest green flag?
Sounds a little chat GPT-ish.
Sounds like, emotionally available.
Sounds like chat GPT's like, here's a great bio.
Yeah. All right, and the last one. Matt is 29. Just got out of something serious. Probably not ready, but tired of being lonely.
Probably not ready.
I overthink texts and might tell you too much about my dog.
I wouldn't have made
That's
it
a
past probably not
walking
ready.
red
Yeah.
flag. Every single letter in that is a red
Yeah.
flag. Like every fucking one. Okay, well that was the game.
That was kind of cool. I like that. Where'd you find that?
Game.
Chat GPT?
Yeah, they made it up.
No, that's actually pretty
I'm
good.
not even kidding.
I mean, it's kind of fun to see like
I wish we would get real dating profiles though.
Yeah.
Like take the picture out. Okay, not worried about people's pictures and stuff, but like let's read their prompts and their bios.
yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I wish send us all the things if you're on the dating apps.
Are
Mom.
you
Mom's the only one on there.
I know. Are you on Are We Dating the Same Guy?
I've taken a look at a couple of the pages. One of my friends was on one of the pages.
So
That
you-
was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
I don't think they'll add me.
Oh, they haven't added you back yet?
No, they haven't added me. I don't think they're going to add me.
They
Were
probably.
you spamming?
It was trying to. But I think they saw the public post of that stupid dating show. And they probably won't. But I've reached out to a bunch of people on TikTok that are in them.
And you gave me replies?
I mean, these people have especially that one girl where she was the third girlfriend, really trying to get her.
Oh my god!
But I'm sure her DMs are blowing up right now.
That it's gotten like it. That dude's got to move.
Yeah,
he's got to relocate.
Move out of Charlotte. Yeah, he can't live in Charlotte anymore.
Did you hear about that at all?
No.
This girl was dating this guy for like 8 months.
Yeah.
And then found out he had another girlfriend that he had been dating for just under a year, and then another one that he'd been dating for over a year. Mm-hmm. And the one, the 8-month one, like found.
She just became his technical girlfriend. Like they just made it official.
How did she find out?
I don't know. That's why I want to get her on the show.
She found out, and then she posted a TikTok, and it's just
blowing up right now. And
God, I hate to be that guy.
She doesn't have a ton of followers or anything. It's just that video.
Yeah.
Just freaking. But I mean, I guess a lot of women know that guy, so there's that.
Probably.
So, quick questions here. What's a deal breaker?
Too much of a mama's boy.
Yeah. What's your biggest turn on?
Letting me be a dumb bitch.
Just letting you be you.
Yeah, like if
I know what she means because I get it.
Like
just being yourself.
If we're gonna go on a date, like just take me on a date. Like I don't want to be asked so many questions. Like, do you want to get here for dinner? Do you want to do this? Do you want
him to plan it?
Yes. Oh my God. Like, can you please just be like, bitch, be ready at 7.
Why do women always want the guy to plan the date?
To me, I feel like it takes initiative on that first date. But I will say, I am a terrible decision maker. To this day, it'd be like, where you want to go for dinner? I don't fucking know.
I get the worst anxiety trying to make decisions.
I know.
Like when if I'm told no, you pick, I can't. Because I'm worried that you're not going to like what I pick.
Exactly.
And you're going to hate what you're eating, and I'm going to be enjoying myself.
Yep.
And it's going to suck.
I feel guilty sometimes when I do pick. I'm like, this is what we're going to Sammy's, and I'm like, did he really want to go to Sammy's? I don't know if he wants to go to Sammy's. I don't know what to do now.
Pick their favorite restaurant just to
yeah. I'm like, whatever.
You sacrifice that night. That's how they win.
I will. I
That's
really
a good
will.
idea.
Like,
Yeah, same.
Today, I'm like, I really want something really good for dinner. I was going to cook, but I don't want to cook. And he's like, okay, we're going to Culver's. And I'm like, oh.
I haven't been there.
Oh, so good.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, they never freeze their burgers.
Okay. No
All right.
frozen meat.
So, other than telling them that you're not cooking 2 dinners, how do you end a bad date?
Oh my God.
You ever had a date where you walked out, or you just like, this is insane?
I told you I got wined and dined and then 69 by somebody else.
Yeah.
So you just find somebody else and let them take you home?
Well, there had already been another guy that I was interested in, and I was like, at the bar. I had him take me back to the bar, and I told that guy, that's actually my baby daddy, and I told him, I was like, I'm at this bar. I just had a bad date. Like, come pick me up. And then he came and picked me up.
Your baby daddy?
Yeah. And then
69er.
And you see, yeah.
Thoughts on...
And that was that.
That was that.
Okay. Thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
I like pineapple on pizza.
You're not a human.
I like pineapple on pizza. You're crazy.
As long as the Canadian bacon or ham, if you will, is thin sliced.
No.
Canadian
I don't
bacon
like
is a
chunky.
dumb thing. Like, why do they call it bacon?
You know that's
That
what's on a Egg McMuffin?
Canadian bacon?
That's what they call it. It's fucking ham. I had to look it up. It's fucking ham.
McDumbasses.
All right. And tell us your top 3 dating rules. Like, you're on a date, and it's like, okay, he did this. Okay, strike 1, strike 2, strike 3.
Mentions anything about me being an expensive date. Because, like...
Are you an expensive date?
I'll pay for my own shit. Like, I don't know. What is an expensive date? If I were why did you bring me somewhere expensive?
Right. You pick if he's picking the date.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay. Have you experienced that where someone told you were an expensive first date?
I've had people buy me drinks and tell me that I'm an expensive date. I usually drink like 1,800
Well,
tequila.
You drink what you want to drink.
Plus, yeah, that's what I want to drink.
Yeah.
If you don't want to buy it,
I got this.
I'll fucking buy it.
Right. Okay.
I have had a guy be like, "I'll buy you a beer or something," and I'm like, "I don't drink beer." And they're like, "What do you drink?" I'm like, 1,800 chilled with a pineapple bag. And they're like, "Oh, you're an expensive name."
I'll move on to the next.
Right.
Okay, well, get the fuck away from me.
Okay, so he told you you're expensive, so there's strike one. But you keep the date going. What's strike two?
Let me see. Going Dutch. Obviously, I don't really like when they go Dutch
What's that mean?
on a date where you split the bill.
Oh,
But you just said you would pay for your own 1,800.
yeah.
I would.
You just don't want to.
So you'd be pissed about it.
Yeah, you're not getting a
Okay.
second date.
Okay.
I can assure you that.
Okay, and then strike three.
I mean, obviously, if your fucking breath stinks, I
Okay.
literally cannot do it.
I feel like mine are so like simple.
Or if you dated one of the fucking bartenders or servers.
Mine is
You guys don't pass around.
Oh no,
people.
I've been known to share, baby. Call me Sabrina Carpenter, but
Like an Eskimo brother.
yeah, I've got a couple.
Share a baby? Is that what women call it?
Huh?
I've been known to
so-
share a baby.
I said
no
I've
share
been known to
baby.
share.
What's that mean?
Been known to share baby.
Baby.
Like just don't put the words together. Don't make it a full sentence. Just,
What a retard. I've been known to share a baby or two.
yeah, unfortunately, I've been known to share.
You ever heard of Eskimo brothers?
yes.
That's what I thought sharing a baby would meant
No.
in female terms.
Nope.
No, it's just Eskimo sisters.
Okay,
So-
that makes sense.
Yeah. I've got a couple out there. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to the Eskimo sisters.
But I just don't really want to do that type of thing again. Like, I want to move on to something more exclusive, more serious.
You want a relationship. You're
I would
tired
like a
of-
relationship.
You've had your single. You've had your time. Now you're ready for a relationship.
No, I
Yes.
didn't, Tamron. Sorry.
Okay. So the last thing I have for us is another little game. Okay. I'm going to lay out some first dates. And then you're going to say whether you go on a second date or not based off these first dates. Okay. He picks you up and announces you're going on a 5-mile hike in 90-degree heat. You wore sandals because he said just casual.
What's up, Jeff? Sorry. The other Jeff.
Oh, hi, Jeff. Hi, Tamron.
We're not taking calls tonight, Jeff.
Okay, and you meet. Okay, so date scenario number 2. You meet at a bar, and he insists on doing 6 back-to-back karaoke songs, all emotional 2000 rock bands to show his depth. Who does that sound like?
Eric.
No.
No. So no second date for either one of those. No hiking, no karaoke. Okay, you go to dinner. He pulls out a Groupon, insists on splitting the check exactly 50-50 down to the water refill.
Nope.
Nope. He takes you to a 3-hour foreign silent film. No snacks, no talking. After he critiques your take on the cinematography.
No.
No, these are terrible.
Yeah.
First 5 minutes. So, do you want kids? Would you move to Utah? My lease is up soon, and I'm tired of being alone. What? We're hesitating.
No.
She had to think about that one.
Not Utah.
It's like that's what did it. That's what did it.
That was the
Utah.
deal breaker.
Utah was the complete and utter deal breaker for that.
Well, this has been fun. It's been great.
Mika, it
been
has
fun.
been great having you on the show. We got to know a lot about your dates and quit picking up guys at the bar.
Yes,
Yeah, we're not
I've
gonna do that
learned
anymore.
that a while back. I've got to stop doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know
I
it's a
really
great
like
place
it,
where you
but
do
I
meet
know.
people, but also like you're flirting, so more people are going to flirt because you need them tips, girl. So you're going to
I
flirt
don't
a little
feel
harder.
like I flirt too much. I'm more of a fucking bitch, and they seem to like that better, which is
But then they're
fucked
intimidated.
up.
And if they're intimidated when you ask them out, they ain't with you damn time.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not at all. And we also want to remind everybody about our coloring contest. Rain will get some printed out for you. I'm sure he forgot. Don't forget to get them printed out because time is running out.
Y'all do that.
Will you?
We got 9 more days.
9 days. Will you do it?
Yep.
We actually do it. Okay, and then we have...
Did I guess that right? 9 days?
I don't know.
I think I'm pretty close.
What is today?
I think it's like 10 days.
It's literally
9
like
days.
9 days. All right, and so we have a very special announcement coming up from Rain about a very special event that's supposed to be happening soon.
What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. We're going to be back at Sammy's again for another live show. June 14th. June 14th at 8 p.m. at Sammy's Neighborhood Pub. We're going to be there again. We had a really good time last time.
We did, but if you want to see it, you have to be there.
We will not be live this time.
No.
As of right now. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think it should change.
Yeah.
It's just one extra thing for us
so
to
you'll
stress
have
about.
you'll have to be there. We won't be live this time, but it's gonna be gonna be fun.
You are the greatest
I know.
salesperson in the world. You're fucking fantastic.
I know.
So we're going to be at Sammy's Pub June 14th. It's going to be another live show. It will not be live on Facebook. So if you want to see the live show, if you want to come on a date with me and Rain from That Stupid Dating Show, you need to show up at Sammy's Pub down in the Speakeasy. We're going to have music. We're going to have games. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a great time and be a lot less stressed out. No offense to our Facebook followers and everything. We love you, but it is way too hard to try to be live on Facebook with sound and everything and be live there. If you want to see it, show up. If you want to see it after, there will be a video, photos, all the good things posted on our YouTube channel, but you'll miss out on all the fun.
You sound like you rehearsed that a few times.
Nope.
That's pretty good.
You just say
I just
the words.
suck.
Yeah. Yeah. You just say the words, Rain.
I just suck. Yeah, I don't know words. But yeah, we'll be at Sammy's June 14th. 2025.
And we do want to hear your opinion on the live on the streets that we did. We're not live on Facebook right
I was
now.
gonna say that too.
We definitely want your opinion on that because we plan on doing that more often. We had a blast that day, so we'll be in Belmont.
We just posted part 1. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is.
And Mika's in part 1.
Yes.
And that's why we brought her here.
Here I am.
Here she is.
There she is.
I love how you just like stop talking.
Well,
And that's how we brought her on.
It was your turn.
I'll come back. Some shit will transpire.
Oh, shit will happen. I do not have
I believe
a
it.
feeling. I feel like we should go hang out at the Bearded Buffalo a little more, though.
Yeah, we should. But yeah, anything else, Michelle?
No, I think I covered all the bases.
You did. Mika, really appreciate you coming on the show. It's been awesome. We met you at Bearded Buffalo. I'm Ryman, and I'm Timon, and I'm...
He's running out of words. It has been great, guys. We hope to see you
I'm
again
not done.
next week.
But for real, Mika, thank you.
Of course.
It's been awesome.
I'm glad to be here.
I like your stories. They're fun. A little questionable, but they're fun.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, anyways, finish it out.
Somebody help me. I don't know why I do this. Thanks, guys, for listening. We love you guys, and keep watching. We'll be live again next Wednesday.
Live again next Wednesday. That's been the Stupid Dating Show, and we are out.
I got motion. When I'm popping out, it's big. Motion. When I'm in the club, it's big. Motion. When I hit the scene, it's big. All my big homies got motion. You know I'm sliding, I stay on the move. I get off up in the mix, that's how I find my groove. Got the tool and the jewel to feed you proper food. It's best to stay off in your lane when you copping too.